to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pebble. And welcome. Today's game is a game called Wall World. Yes, very exciting game indeed. We started playing this game, I guess it's been about 5 weeks maybe, so that's kind of fun for me to come back for. Notice I said for me. It should be fun for you too. You know, I try to be self-depreciating. I try to be like, you know, but you don't want to live on that. You know what I mean? But I am being self-depreciating when I say it's exciting for me, maybe not for you. And I'm kidding. The goal is that everybody's enjoying this. The game we've been playing, which is I was explaining this game to a friend the other day at work. It's a giant spider robot that climbs wall cliffs, and enemies come at the end of the cliffs in waves. When they're supposed to come, they come. When they're not there, you spend your time latching your spider robot on the side of the cave, and then you're a robot within the robot. You come out of the spider robot, and poof, your ship bursts a giant hole in the cave wall. And you go into that cave and you find minerals, you find gems, you find all this stuff. It's kind of, I was telling this guy, it's kind of like Dig Dug. He didn't know what Dig Dug was because he's like 20. Great guy, by the way. Noah, you're the best, man. You're cool. I don't know. If Noah sees this, he'd be like, shut up. But Noah, you are, I respect you. You're a good man. So I say good things only about you on the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting underway now with the game. Let's get into the game. And let's not talk like this anymore, because it's almost like I'm a reporter. 7 Channel News, not 76 Channel News, Seattle. It sounds like I'm doing like, I'm Ron Burgundy, and you're not. All right. Wall World, very exciting. Very happy to be streaming today. Haven't streamed in 3 days, as many people know. All the fans know. There's like 2 fans, I think, but they know. Of course, we're very self-depreciating. I mean, we have low view count, let's be honest, but you know, I don't talk about it all the time. Otherwise that would be a deal breaker. People don't want to hear that negative shit, you know, but every now and then it's fun when you destroy yourself on stuff. Like, it's funny, you know. Yeah, it's very funny. No, we had a great week. We basically, what I do is I work on the weekends. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, security guard. And we work for like 10 hours a shift, standing on our feet for most of the shift. You get like 2 15-minute breaks and a lunch break. But you're really on your feet for hours at a time. And I don't depend, you know, you can't really depend on a 15-minute break to like do that much for you. But and I barely eat. It's good for me actually, because I'm trying to lose weight anyway, so I barely eat on the weekends. It's a very interesting thing. It's very cool. For 3 days I'm basically a little bit like very disciplined, very savage, and then the next 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's like chill life. You know, it's like privileged asshole. You know what I mean? In a way, like, we're not rich by any stretch, but like, this is a hobby that I decided to pick. So we just eat stuff we want to eat. We drink Red Bulls, and we have a great time. Now today we are not drinking a Red Bull. Today's stream is not sponsored. We're not sponsored, guys. It's not a sponsored stream. But if it was, and I'm going to say this, it's neck and neck between. I've been giving Red Bull its props. It's almost like the hot girl that everybody's like, yeah, we know she's hot. Stop saying she's hot. Red Bull, we know you're the hot girl, right? But let me tell you something about my little sweetie pie, Rockstar. She's coming right up behind. She's got a nice ace. She's got nice boobies. Like, Rockstar is like really hot stuff. I think Rockstar is very tasty. It's a very good drink, and I'm going to have a sip right now, but I'm not going to drink into the microphone. This is something I'm trying to learn how to do. Let me just think about that for a minute. That's so good. That's a good flavor. That's a really good flavor. I love the flavoring of the Rockstar. It's actually very similar to Red Bull. It's not that far off. It's almost like they kind of maybe were the next in line that were like, let's take everything we can from Red Bull without actually stealing from Red Bull. I don't know if that's true, but... so... Some people do know about this game, and some people don't. Torpedo drilling. When the plasma drill finishes, it fires a torpedo that explodes at the end of the pit and destroys blocks within a small radius. So there you go. We are getting better at this game. For some people don't know about this game, you're about to find out. It's quite fun. It's quite a grind, and I'm not sure people necessarily really enjoy watching this game, but I like this game so much that I kind of don't care, which isn't very professional of me. Look at that. That's new. That's new. We've never had that before. We've never had that before. Here's Ricky Gervais saying we never had that before. Here's Ricky Gervais saying we've never had that before. We've never had that before. Oh, we never had that before. How does he talk like that? Difficulty is normal. I want to check my camera real quick and make sure that it's in a good place. For goodness sakes. For goodness sakes. Put your camera in a real good place. For goodness sakes. For goodness sakes. Let's go. We are underway. We are currently streaming. We are officially streaming, folks. I mean, the game. Like, we're officially, like, I always try to think, like, how long does it take from my intro to, like, actual in the game, play the game, no bullshit, not fucking around with the settings, like, playing from the time that you start your I was gonna say shift, because it is kind of a shift. From the time you start your stream shift, from the time you start to stream, to when, you know, your intro, and then to actually playing the game and doing what you say you're gonna do. How long does, because a lot of streamers think the whole job of streaming is actually just filler. Like, your whole point of streaming really is to just like fill space and like what's the word when you're like not really doing anything, but you're, I think filling space is a good way to put it. The enemy will be coming shortly. So we're gonna grab... This is tough. It's tough material. Alright, let's get back to the ship here. Zaps enemies with bursts of electricity. Let's see what that looks like. Allows you to scan the size of the mine that the spider is connected to. That's cool. Oh, cool. It's a little like electrical thing. That was funny. Alright, back to it. Let's see what we've got here. Let's try to... Okay. Yeah, how long does it take you? And I think like my goal is to get there quick. I figure 3 minutes is pretty good. I don't time it, but I feel like we've got it down. Like, you do the intro, you talk, about 3 minutes. I think we did it quick today, which is good. Get into the game and play the game, and that's what people want. I feel like when I put a stream up on YouTube, you're getting like maybe 3 minutes of intro, but 3 minutes of outro. So if the thing's like 2 hours long, you're getting like a full 100, how many, 117 No, 114 minutes or something like that. You're getting quality. You're getting most of it is. It's like if you got a piece of meat, right? I just cut up some meat just now. I would do making crock pot, right? It's so good. And there's this kit that they sell in the market. I don't need to. And it's like, it's basically like a big beef thing like this. It's nice, right? But there's fat all in there, and I hate that fat. And I'm trying to be the piece of meat that's like no fat. That's all meat. That's what my nickname in high school was, all meat. Like the other kids that made like all stars and all pro, all valley. You know, I won the all valley. I was just all meat because I was fucking big fucking ass. My ass a big fat ass with no fat on it though. Big muscle ass. I don't know. I actually was never fat. It's funny now that I'm older and I'm really like a bigger guy, but I never was ever in my life. It's really weird. Like one day all of a sudden, like, hey, people are calling me fat ass. Like, oh wow. I almost like it. I almost like being called fat ass. Like they don't even know. That really doesn't insult me at all. When you've spent like 70% of your life being like skinny or like medium, and then all of a sudden like you're 50 and you're kind of like fat because something called COVID happens and you have to stay home for like 4 years. And for 4 years, all you did is you honed your skills on streaming, but that's all you did. You just sat on your ass. The government paid you a lot of money because you weren't one of those workers that had to work, so you could just collect unemployment for like 2 years. So I was like basically rich for 2 years. I was buying steaks, dude. I bought a pair of Yeezys with government money in 2020 to 2022. That's how much money I was making. I spent $270 on Yeezys, and it was nothing. It didn't even faze me. It felt good. It was like, it sort of feels like to be a high roller. It's like, you know, it was horrible because people are like literally dying. And then on the other side, you're making like all this money. It's really a weird time. It really was a weird time, actually. It was a very tough time. Obviously, the hardest thing was losing all those... COVID was a tough time. I'm so glad that that was over. I hope we never have to go through that again, man. I don't even want to talk about it. It was so horrible. There's just nothing funny about it at all. Brutal. Brutal. But that's when like a lot of streamers became like professional streamers. Because people needed entertainment. But I have to say, I have to give, I guess I'm being very respectful of those people that became streamers during that time, because you guys were helping people get over the tragedy. Honestly, like it wasn't the comedian, it wasn't like the entertainers, because nobody could get out to watch. You know, people always go, oh, comedy, it makes me feel better about what, you know, whatever. It was the streamer that made people feel better. And then, of course, once it was over, a lot of those people became like, they just kept going and became really, really wealthy. But there was a lot of people that became streamers because they had no job. They're like, well, I got nothing else to do. I'll stream. It's kind of interesting. It was very interesting, actually. And that was when that's when I started watching streamers. All right, we also want to another thing we want to do, I'll show you guys soon. Oh yeah, there you go. That's what I'm looking for right there. That's the power. That's the power. I want this thing too. Drilling efficiency, great, thanks. Okay, let's get out of here. Used to watch a lot of streamers. And then, of course, you got Dr. Disrespect, all these great ones, you know? And then it's like, I didn't even think we're gonna do this. And of course now, years later, it's not the same thing. It's not as important, you know? So if you're streaming now, you really want to stream. I feel like it was more of like, what else do I do at a certain time? And now it's just kind of like, why do you stream? People have asked me, why do I do it? I have real reasons for it, which I'm not going to get into because I've already talked about streaming and everything, and I think people don't really need to hear somebody. I try not to get on here and just talk about streaming for a fucking 2 hours, you know? Hour and 50 minutes is fine. No, I try not to be like the guy that's gonna sit there. We get it. You're a streamer. We don't have to fucking... we get it. But I do think it's interesting to talk about, and it is what I'm going through, and I do think some people do find it interesting, actually. All right, we spent a lot of that gems on that, but I think we can do that. And let's not forget this either. We have other things to spend money on. Namely the Robo Spider. Don't we have... I thought there was a couple other ones as well. Hold on. Okay. Alright, that's it. Maybe you have to get to the point where you open those upgrades. Are we gonna just go up? We're going up, right? Let's go down. So what I explained to this guy that I was telling this game about, basically you're climbing the cliffs to figure out where the edge is, because you don't know. In this game, your character doesn't know what's beyond these cliffs. He doesn't know. Like, there's a lot of, like, lore and legends, but you really don't know. Oh, there he is. Yeah, there's lore and legends, and the lore and legend is basically like there's a creature, a big creature, and there's a lot of creatures that are trying to kill you, of course. But the lore and legend is that, yeah, you basically are trying to figure out what's at the edge. Your people don't really know, and I guess we're exploring with this spider to figure out. Other than that, I really don't know much about the actual story and origin of this game. But I just told you more than I've told you in the last 6 or 7 streams that I've done in this game. Like, at first I was like, who cares? And then I did a little research on it. And yeah, didn't really find out much. But I did at least find that out. That this is some kind of a land. People were basically... We were people that were born on this cliff, and we kind of live on the cliff edge. The edge of the cliff. And we spend our time trying to avoid the creatures that come for us on the cliff. We run around on the mines trying to make our spiders stronger, I guess. Yeah. I like that, really like that missile thing a lot. It's really cool. Woo, yeah, we're killing it. %, damage from every bullet. So what I've learned about this game is by actually Googling and stuff is that you want to basically there's an up and a down, and you want to go both. Because some people were asking, like, if you go on like Steam and you ask, like, people ask questions on Steam, and that's kind of how a lot of people learn how to play games. If they have a problem, they'll Google like either Reddit. Reddit sometimes has it too. So I was basically saying, like, what do I do, Reddit and Google, you know, like, where do I go up all the way down first, or do I go all the way up first? And they were basically like, everyone sort of had a different answer. A lot of people said go down first and then go up. So here we go. We're going down. Guys are kind of hard to kill. I would say we definitely need to strengthen our missiles and shit like that. So let's do that now. Let's strengthen that up now. Now, I said, urgently. Okay. Relax. What are you trying to do here, huh? Huh? I want to be like the big brother that, like, my relationship with the viewer is like, he's like a big brother. Like, sometimes he yells at you, but he never means it. I don't know. I just said that. I don't really care. I don't care what I am, okay? I don't care what you think I am, okay? Alright, it's a medium mine size. I remember in high school it was always like, you have to act like you don't care. That was the big advice I got from people. That's pretty good advice, I guess. Doesn't really work though. It's too obvious. You should try to care about everything. It's when things happen that are shitty that you should act like you don't care. Like if somebody farts, you should be like, I don't care, even though you're like, fucking disgusting, gross pig. You want to do that, but that's what you're supposed to not care. You're not supposed to walk around just going like your face is like this, and you're like you act like you're stoned, and you're like, I don't care, man. Like, that's called annoying. Nobody likes that person. Please, if there's any teenagers that are like, because only adults are allowed to watch my streams. I don't want kids watching my streams. But if you're like, maybe you're an adult, it's on the edge, you know what I mean? You're like, maybe you're in your 20s, and you're still a kid, really, technically. Even like when you're 23, just got out of high school a few years ago, you're not, by any stretch, are you like salty, you know what I mean? By the way, you can't act like you're salty unless you've had like a hardcore life until you're like 30. I don't want to see people out in public acting salty for no reason, alright? You better be old. You better look like you have some fucking years on you. And then I'll accept it. Thank you. I've said it. That was a public service announcement, is what that was. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Let's see where we're at here. We're definitely going to want to upgrade a little bit here. Let's go with... We're in really good shape. Like, the health of our ship, which is the green bar on the left, looking good. Nice and full. We got a lot of these green things, which is great. So we can repair our ship. We're going to need to eventually. It happens quite fast. All of a sudden, you just notice I'm getting my ass kicked. It'll happen. It'll happen soon. It hasn't happened yet. So we want to try to get as many of these gems and things as we can before that happens. That was always the worst thing of like jobs that I used to get where I had to work with teenagers and shit. Ugh, especially restaurants where you're like I was always a dishwasher. I was always the back of I never liked cooking. So I was like, I even had chefs tell me, hey, when you're ready to cook on the line, let me know. I was like, I don't like you. I wouldn't say this to him, but in my mind, I'm like, I don't like you. You're a dickhead chef. You sleep with all the waitresses. You make it uncomfortable to work here because all the waitresses are competing for your affection. And while that feeds your ego, it makes it difficult to work here. It's not fair. And I would never cook for you because I would sabotage. Well, I would never sabotage because I'm a professional person. But if anything, I would work for you just so I could sabotage your kitchen. How's that, you fucking asshole? Navi, piece of shit. Oops, sorry. There was this one guy named Navi. It sounds cute, like, oh, he was having sex with the waitresses. Oh, that's funny. It's not funny, guys. It ruined the experience. It made everybody uncomfortable. And like I said, it made the waitresses compete against each other. Like, they felt like they were competing against each other. The guy was gross. He would make sexual comments. It was not good. But that wasn't really the point. The point was like a lot of the teenagers that would work there were like hosts and hostesses. And they would that's how Snoop Dogg says it. And yeah, you work with teenagers and they're just like, they think they're your boss and you're like a fucking host. Like, what? You're only working here because you're good looking. Like, let's be honest. Come on. You're like all the big streamers. I compare like a lot of the big streamers to like they get good at it eventually, but at first they're basically just like hosts and hostesses in a restaurant. Basically. Alright, we gotta fucking step on that guy. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's get this guy going here. We gotta get better. Somehow we gotta get a better missile spread or something. Because this is ineffective. Not very effective. Okay, let's go. We have 1 minute and 26 seconds. Excuse me. We have 1 minute. In 1 minute. Okay, this is probably good. There's got to be something good here. Some kind of a big weapon or something? No, maybe not. Alright, it's time to party. Time to party! Let's go, let's get as many weapons as we can here. And then, yeah, we'll do this. Let's see. 120 plasma drill range is good. Drilling efficiency is good too. This is like the first level of attack with this guy. Got to get him in the eyeballs. Oops, that's not good. Yeah. There we go. We survived that. But you know, this game is good for continuation. So like for me, and maybe this is like not a lot of people that I'm playing this game for then, but like for me personally, I like to watch somebody play. If I have a lot of time on my hands, which sometimes I run into pockets of time that I have, here's what I like to do. I like to go like a streamer that I like. I'll take their whatever game I like them in, and I'll just watch as many parts of it, especially if they played a whole game all the way through. Oh, it's party time. Give me a fucking popcorn. You found a docking station. Every 180 seconds, the spider produces a portable induction booster, increasing movement speed. Okay, we know about that. That's good, actually. That's really good. And so we're doing good now. We're getting to the point where we can get here pretty good now. We get past that first wave of that big octopus monster thing. We've never made it past the second wave of it because it gets really hard. So the goal right now is we're trying to just get as many upgrades as we can so that we're ready for a second wave of boss or whatever that is. Like, yeah, we don't know. That's good. Now we got those black marble things. Black marble things. We've got the 46 of those things. Let's see what we got. Now we can, okay, now we can upgrade our dock station. Let's upgrade our dock station. Yeah, let's upgrade all this stuff. Yeah. Good job, Van Pebble. And I think that's something we weren't doing before, because I don't think we realized... What didn't we realize? We didn't realize. That's a good... Thank you for asking that question. Who said that? Who asked that question? Great job. Is that we didn't realize, like, when we first started playing... Dude, I'm talking about... This might actually piss people off, but, like, for maybe 4 streams or so, I didn't know that there was more... I thought it was just the Robo Spider and the Exo... Or I thought it was just the machine gun and the exosuit. Turns out... There's the Robo Spider too. You have to like first you got to be good at these 3, and then all of a sudden you'll see RB. What is that? Oh, the docking. There's another one too. There's like 2 more things, but we're doing great. Let's keep going. But that's the goal. Is like make stuff that people can watch it at one point. You could like binge watch. I know people are laughing. Binge watch? A streamer? Like, yes. That's what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about because I'm a fan of that kind of stuff. I am a binge watcher of that stuff. One of the things I love to do is wait until a streamer goes like to Japan or something, and just wait till they're like for an entire week, and then I just go. I'll just do my life, and then when that week is over, I'll go back and watch their entire thing, because it's cool. Because like it's over, they did it, and it's fun to do that. I binge watch TV shows, but I also binge watch. Streams. I also binge watch Super Bowl commercials. I binge watch everything, dude. Sometimes I binge, sometimes I just watch. Sometimes I watch binging. Sometimes I watch somebody binging. I'm kidding. What if I did that? What if I just watched somebody else binge watching? Wow. Whoa. It's almost getting to that point with the reaction video stuff. It's the one thing I never liked about. I don't really like that kind of streaming. I'm glad that people are starting to break down on it. Like there's lawsuits happening with people that basically react to videos because you're just stealing. You're just taking somebody's stream, and then you're just sitting there watching it and reacting to it. Not good enough. Sorry, it's not what let's just put it this way. For me, it's not good enough. If other people do it, I'm not going to criticize them. Because some people are quite good at it, but I still think there's sort of something that's sort of cheating low-key. Not even low-key, like it's low-key. It's debatable. It really is debatable. And I'm not a debate streamer. I don't come in and so you guys can hear my opinions. Like I know why I'm here. It's for this, you know? And that's good. That's all I want. But usually like those opinion shows, even on the radio when those shows were pretty good, like Rush Limbaugh and those kind of like political things. But even when those things were great, the reason they were so good is because there were callers. It wasn't just like Rush Limbaugh's opinion. It was like you were getting his opinion, but then you were hearing other people's opinions, and that's what was great about it, because you were hearing people just talk about it in general. You found a cluster grenade launcher. So this is what we're talking about. We're trying to upgrade everything, get as many weapons, as many blueprints and whatnot. Yes, I said whatnot. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing whatnot back. I'm bringing whatnot back. Yeah. Those other whatnots don't know how to... Yeah. Let's keep going a little bit lower. A little bit deeper. Cluster grenade launcher. Look at the grenade launcher. Gonna need the grenade launcher today for this. It's a little slow, I'll be honest with you, but it's good. And we need it for these guys. This is, like I told you, this is going to get tougher now. The waves are going to get much... Like, these guys are really hard. And also, I noticed that the further I go down... But that's not true. You go up or down, it gets hard. It's just really hard now. Well, this is the only thing that'll really kill all this stuff. Like these guys especially, the only thing that's going to kill them is pretty much these missiles. There we go. Yeah, we'll just go to, let's go to this one. There goes the missile. Where's that missile? I love it. Love the missile. That's good stuff. Well, that's what I love about this. And I know we said we weren't going to talk about streaming the entire time, but it's okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. We have a good. We're if it comes naturally, it's fine. I mean, when I used to watch radio and TV and like all this kind of stuff, I just was looking for the thing that resonated most within me, you know. And what I realize now is it's gaming and talking, and that's streaming. So to me, this is. And I don't know that, like, there are radio guys that game. And I don't know that I think that they're... You would think, like, that would make them better. But they always seem to be missing something. Game-wise. Or, like, they're really good at talking, but they're not good at gaming. Or they don't know how to, like, stream it. Like, there's a way... You don't want to, like... There's a way to stream that's just... You know it when you're doing it. That's, like, super unnecessary and annoying. And when you realize it, you just move on. Not everybody knows how to do that. Some people stay and then annoying. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I could be talking out of my ass right now. You know? It's okay. This is exciting though. These things? What are those things? Like them. Okay. Let's go. Going back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. The first thing we have to do here is we need to fix the ship up a little bit, all right? Come on, what are we talking about here? And then let's build our custom grenade launcher. So the grenade now has 45% blast area, adds aiming interface that shows the approximate trajectory of the next shot. That's great. So that's the thing now, is that we're just trying to rebuild everything at the same time. Which isn't easy. Is not easy. What is this? Restores 30 HP. Wow, that's really nice. So these little blue things are really cool. So we'll buy that. Let's see what that does for us. Unlocks the Robo Spider repair talent using hypercells. Very interesting. Did we finish in here? Or do we have further to go? Shit, we're fucked now. This is gonna everything's just gonna be so hard now. Damn. There's your standard cannon. Oops. Nice, nice, nice. I feel like we just went way too far down. Here we go. I wanted to check this. I don't think we're done in here. So we're just going to go in here again. So yeah, I feel good now. I think I exhausted my whole streamer talk. Oh, wait. Oh, we never... Wait. Oh, yeah, we were here already. Why was that block there? What the hell? Just kidding. That's called overacting. And I did it on purpose, and I hope you liked it. Let's go. Also, I like it. It sounds like a streamer, you know. I like it because it sounds like my neighbors can hear, like, oh, he's a gamer. He's upset because he's not winning, and that is cool. It's cool to not win. We all know that. I don't know. All right. But as a security guard, it is kind of funny to see people, like, speaking of, like, winners, like, it's funny the people that think I'm a loser because I'm a security guard, and it's always, like, the biggest loser person. You know, like, it's a guy that's literally got, like, a pipe, like a drug pipe in his mouth, and he's like, you're a loser, man. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck, dude? You're comatose. You walk like this because your back muscles have given up because of whatever drug that you've learned about that you're getting on the street. And you're calling me a loser? But it's like, we gonna argue with a loser guy like that? Why? What's the point, you know? It is true. It's like, this guy's... Really? You gonna argue with that guy? Come on, man. Like, women that are hookers, like, I don't have a problem with hooking. Like, do what you gotta do, but, like, if you're a fucking hooker and you're calling me a loser because I won't let you use my public bathroom, bitch, you're a whore. Like, seriously, like, why are we even having this discussion? I don't understand. How, in what world are you not the loser here? You know what I mean? Like, no. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just sound mean, you know? There's no way of winning that battle. It's just an ugly world, you know? The world of prostitution, ugly world for sure. Unfortunately, I see it, you know? Because I work at night. I work like a lot of nights stuff, so... It is what it is. It's nice to do this, and we get away from that world for a while, you know? It's not like I see a whole lot of it, but I used to see it all the time. When I worked at gas stations for years, I was a graveyard shift guy. We would, you know, you'd see hookers a lot of times. And I was like a gas station guy when I was in my 20s. So back then it was exciting, but like there's a certain point where that shit ain't glorious no more, man. Like people that think cocaine and drug, like that shit ain't cool, man. That shit is not exciting at all. Pimps are not exciting. They're losers. They're assholes. It's true. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the torpedo drilling. I thought we already had that, but apparently I guess we needed it again. All right. Back to it. I mean, the bottom line is nobody's really a loser, you know what I mean? But it's just weird when people start kind of like whispering in your ear like, man, fucking guy, what a loser. And you're like, do you understand what, like, you're on the street selling your pussy. Like, do you not, like, sorry, I don't even want to really say it. It's kind of gross. Okay, here we go. +1 grenades and a volley. That sounds interesting. I'm going to buy it. Grenade power is better. I definitely want that. Reload speed is good, but we don't have the thing we need for that. We'll buy that. Yeah, that's good. The grenade. The reason I'm spending so much money on that is because that is going to get us to the next, hopefully, please God, level. And we're gonna buy that. Yeah, I don't think honestly don't really think that there's any discussion for winners and losers. Like, just win in your own life, and don't worry about what everybody else is doing, of course, you know. But I'm talking about a world where, like, you're out there amongst the people and they're yelling insults at you, and you're like, you shouldn't be yelling insults at me. You should never yell insults at anyone, because you're a loser. There it is, guys. There it is. So I don't think we want to spend it. Last time I think we spent on this, I don't think we want to, because that would maybe be a waste of... There's some games, I was talking about this last week, where if you have the maximum thing and then they're offering it on sale, like, you can buy one. A lot of games you'll be wasting your money because you'll buy it and nothing will happen because you're already full of your HP or whatever it is that you're buying. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we need to get, like, increased caliber. Boy, do we need that one. But we need way more stuff here. We're gonna keep going to... Oh, sorry. Let's keep going down a little bit. This is very good. I've never gotten that before, actually. Wait. Oh, okay. Alright, here we go. It's getting really tough now. But... Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Sorry. It's kind of stuck there for a minute. Where are those big things? We want to kill those. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? There we go. Let's go back up. Okay, what do we got? Right, okay. So what we really want is increase caliber and bullet spread. Oh yeah, we really want bullet spread. I don't think we can get bullet spread though. Increased caliber, that's doable. 25% damage from every bullet. This one's 20% damage, bolt size. We really want... Actually, this would be good too. So really these two. But let's try to get increased caliber firstly. And we might have time to do this. This will be good. There we go. But I don't know, I might have just been going through a phase because I had just started working that site for security, and you know, when I first started, there were a lot of people who were like, you're not gonna make it. Like, it's like a movie. Like, people were literally like, it was like prison. Like, people were like, you ain't gonna make it out here. Security guard, you ain't gonna make it. It's like, oh, what is all this? And then, like, as you keep going, like, you I don't know what it was, but for some reason you got to go through that. I think what the reason was because the last guy that worked the site, I think he was not very good at it. And so I think people were used to just doing whatever the fuck they wanted to. And then when I came in, I was like, hey, I'm a security guard that's going to enforce the rules. They were like, no, boo, you know. But like, you don't have a say in that, dude. Like, pay my bill, pay my... Like, I don't want to become like, I don't want to talk like a dirty cop, but like, I would never accept this. But if somebody was like, hey man, I'll give you like money to turn your head while we sell drugs, I would say no to it, fucking obviously. But at least you would be offering me something. Like, you're just going to try to intimidate me by telling me like, you're no good, pal, you're not going to make it here in this town. But like, if somebody was really smart, they'd be like, look, I'm a drug dealer. I'll give you like fucking $100 every time you turn your head. Like, I would say no, of course. Hey man, sorry, I'm an honest guard. I can't do that. But at least you're fucking not insulting my intelligence. Like, that's a real offer. Okay, let's go. Forget I brought that up. That's bad. I would never do that. Come on. It's ridiculous. Some people would though. Ah man, corruption is a part of life. As we can all see. We can all see. All right, let's get back to the ship. Let's get back to the ship. Quickly, please. Quickly. There we go. All right, let's see what we can do here. We're so close to getting increased caliber. We can't get increased caliber. But what we can do is we can do something else. Let's do enhanced bearings. That was nice. We don't have much time here. Next wave of boss is coming. Next wave of boss. But yeah, and I don't know if the grenades are really going to help us that much, to be honest. They'll help us with, you know what they'll help us with? The enemies that are coming at us. That'll help with that. We have like a minute. Alright, I feel like we need a little rock star. We're about to, this is a big moment here for the game, for us. Let's buckle in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at what we've got. What else can we throw at this thing? This is always challenging. It's really tough. Don't think that I'm conceding victory or anything, but this is going to be very difficult to beat, this part. And I don't know if we have the tools. What else can we do with our grenade launcher? That's interesting. So the reload speed, we could do 10% grenade air volley. Let's see. Grenade blast area. That's interesting. We don't have enough for that. We could, it's the only two we can buy right now is this one and this one. Reload speed and grenade air speed. I like reload speed. Yeah. And that's it, right? That's all we can do? Jeez, okay. Nah, that's pretty much it, guys. Alright, here we go. Let's drink a little Rockstar. Do a little dance. Make a little, get down tonight. All right, here we go. Alright, here we go. Let's drink a little Rockstar. Do a little dance. Make a little, get down tonight. Alright, here we go. 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 Get down tonight. Alright, here we And guys and girls, keep in mind what we're doing here, what we've done for the last hour basically, is all in one. We have not died yet. So I'm saying, like, that's good. Then you look at our score, 62,000. That's probably good. We should be able to use that for, if and when eventually we're going to die. And I'm hoping it's not now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. How far can we shoot this thing, man? Because I want to see if I can shoot it. The goal is, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to. All right, that's okay. Okay, here we go. Machine gun. Let's go, baby. Let's do it. Come on, let's do some damage. Try to get that eyeball. Come on, eyeball. Also, here we go. Here we go. Let's fix the ship. There we go. Fix that ship now. There we go. The ship has been fixed a little bit. Let's be careful of those things. Those are bad. Okay. Yeah, that really fucking... And that's what I mean. Like, it just fucks you up so bad. This is my chance. This is my chance. Come on, come on, come on. We gotta shoot a missile. We gotta start shooting more missiles too. It's really, really hard. That's really one of the toughest things to watch yourself die when you just put in that much fucking work. It's not easy. This game is not for the faint of heart, ladies and gentlemen. Torpedo drilling, there it is. We got the blueprint. When you get the blueprint, I guess that means that you can buy it. We will buy it, and then we will upgrade as much as we can. It seems like we've upgraded all this stuff, I guess, as high as we could have. And what else can we buy? I mean, we've seen that we can't buy these things for some reason. They're classified. Classified. Emergency repair kit, I don't even know if it's worth it. The anti-plasma bomb that destroys all enemies in sight doesn't affect bosses. This device is single use. You have to buy a new one after activation. Same thing with the repair microbot. So we're not going to buy any of that stuff because it's a waste of money for us. And yeah. Let's give it one more go. Because if we do another like we just did, we should be able to get to that level again. Get to the boss 2 times, basically. Let's give it a shot here. Doing good. I will turn this fan on. Hopefully I won't regret that. Because I don't want it to get into the microphone. I don't want people to hear the mic, the air hitting the mic. Actually, just turn that off. I don't need that. I just don't like to, it's like, what if? What if later... I've done streams like that before where later you hear this the whole time. You know, it's just like, what the fuck? It's very disappointing. I mean, when I first were watching streamers, I speak not good English. When I first was watching streamers, it's funny, you watch like the really bad ones and like really bad quality, like the guy's just like a gross guy's yelling. He's not even, actually a lot of times they're not even talking into the mic at all. They're like, do you know there's an audience, right? You know there's people watching this? Like, try. Or something. You know, or don't do it. Yeah. Yeah, this is what happens after you get real far, you do all that stuff, and then all of a sudden you're slow again. You gotta restart, you gotta re-up everything. It's the game. See, all this stuff that I bought, gotta re-up. I can see why people would though. Like, I can see why this game isn't getting the hits and views that it should, that I feel it could. It's because of this. It's because you know, people are okay with watching how slow this is when you're starting, but when you die and then you got to go back to this again, people are like, "Oh hell no!" But some people will stick. I feel like there's a lot of people that understand. And listen, I could go on and on. I mean, I could call this a metaphor of life. That it, you know, you could like have a full day, accomplish everything, and wake up the next day and feel like there's nothing. No momentum. Like, welcome to like 50 years of my life, basically. I would say like a good 30 years of my life. The last 20 have been great, but the first 30, I felt like fruitless. Just waking up every day going, when is there going to be some kind of a connection, a line where I feel like I'm progressing? I just don't feel like I'm getting better. I feel like I'm just not doing anything. Nothing. No financial. I kept working the same jobs. Not ever getting up for promotion or management or anything. This is my life. 30 years of that. Woo, brutal. So you could say I was kind of ready for this game. Life made me ready. That's what I think. Alright, let's get back to it. Let's try to get like as fast as we can get in this mine here. It's not very fast. I think we're done here. We're not done here? Okay, good. Alright, cool. Here we go. You found schematics. Heavy plasma. That's good. That's actually very good. Yeah. That makes it go by a lot quicker. And I don't mind, like, this part of the game I actually enjoy. I'm not sure if people are like, I'm just gonna sit and watch this guy drill caves. Like, I enjoy it. I enjoy the drilling. I just lost 5 viewers just there. That guy right there, he lost me 5 viewers. Gotta get him back. I gotta get the viewers back. Wait, what is this? What? Oh no. Hey, that's odd. Then it would restart again like that? My gosh. I just lost 7 viewers right there. 7 viewers I lost. Who cares? Who cares? 7 viewers? I don't care about 7 viewers. I mean, normally I would get frustrated by how slow I'm moving, but it doesn't help me at all to be frustrated because I just become this guy. Ooh! Nobody likes that guy. In fact, I remember when I was a kid, I displayed that. I remember it was my father who used to make fun of me. Thanks, Dad. Because I would be like, ooh, like that was his impression of me. It's like, yeah, I have, that's like frustration. Why would you make fun of your kid? How dare you? No, he was right. It was stupid. I'm sure I looked silly. Maybe he was trying to like calm me down, make me laugh. You know, make fun of yourself. Maybe that was his thing. Hey, great job, Dad. You're the best. Fuck you. Fuck you. At some point, become your own father. How about that? Blueprint found. Depth scanner. So this means we might be able to buy another thing. Also collects information on anomalous objects in the mine. That's a spider. It's connected to. Here we go. All right, let's go back. We try to get a little faster here. We're moving very slow. It's painful how slow we're moving. Let's see if we can get a little speed there. That's good. Wait, can you reconnect, please? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit of, like, that's a pain in the ass. You have to press X every time. Okay. Believe me, when I bought this game, I was like, I don't know about this game. It seems like there's a lot to do. There's a lot you have to do. But this is not... I think we might have already said this today. This game's not for everyone, man. This game is actually a very, specifically, like, for some people and not for others. It's a very, very grindy, very, very grindy. I don't... For some reason, I feel like we're not done here yet in this cave. Why do I feel like that? Did we get everything here? We did. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. That's okay. Let's go back. Good. Alright. I got it. My bad. Alright, here we go. We're doing good. We're doing good on time. Okay. Wow. Alright, we gotta go. What do we got? What do we got? Let's make it hot. What do we got? What do we got? Let's make it hot. Make it hot. Gun rotation speed, machine gun fire rate. Look at that fire rate. Oh my fire rates. It's nice. Yes, this is the last run. We're just doing 2 runs because we're getting good at this game now. Like, before we had to do like 4 runs or something. But now that we're learning to like last a little bit longer, we can only do like every run. The first run was an hour, like over an hour. So I mean, if you do 2 runs, you could do like 2 hours right there. And then of course, what we'll do is, you know, just want people to know that we are going to be, and we did last week, grinding off stream as well. So that when we come back, the goal is we will be infinitely better. And this way, when you're watching me every week... Oh, you found a bomb thrower, okay. When you see me every week, you'll see like how much better we got. And it's not just me like dying for 2 hours and, you know. But we'll see him next week when he dies for 2 more. You know, you don't want to do that. You don't want to frustrate people. So anyway. Just know that I'm gauging my own levels of frustration. If I'm frustrated, I'm counting that you are too. I'm thinking about you. Thinking about you. Thinking about you. You know what's a funny thing to say to people? I was thinking about you the other day. It's a funny thing to say to somebody because it makes them go, like, I notice, like, it depends on who you are, because it could come across as creepy, but like if I'm talking to somebody, a lot of times I think about like I know a lot of people go through their day and they don't think about the people that are right in front of them, but I do. Like, I think about people that I meet every day. Like, I'm a real person. I'm a real guy. I dream. I have dreams, but I don't live in a dream world. Maybe it's good that I wasn't mega successful right away from streaming because I'm realistic. I'm not a guy that just lives in a dream world. But it's interesting when you talk to somebody and you go like, I was thinking about you the other day, and the first thing I go is, it's nothing bad or weird. There we go. All right, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoying the stream. I'm having a good time. That's the important thing. I like this game. I think this game is really, really an immersive experience. I really do think that. I'm definitely living in this world, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm living in this world. I'm liking it. Ladies and gentlemen, what can we buy here? Gun rotation speed. It's a little faster. All right, I think we're still here, aren't we? Like, isn't this we still want to, things we got to do here? Things we've got to do. Things we need to see. Living in a world. Running around. Oh yeah, we already did this. Okay, get out. Go. Ken, move it. Let's go. All right, we'll go, we'll continue downwards. Oh, wait. Oh, not so fast. And let me get a little more energy drink here. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. That's nice. There's something satisfying about drilling. I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking? Drilling simulator. That's what I'm thinking. The simulation games are becoming more fun for me for some reason. I like the idea. Ironically, the worst games to play are games called Sims. It's literally called Sims, and it's horrible. It's not well done at all, and they've sort of cornered the market on the name Sims, which isn't fair because Sims is not a game. It's one particular game. It's a genre. You can't corner the market in a genre. A genre is a genre, you know what I mean? But that's for another time. That's when we talk about, that's when we sit down and we do a whole stream and talk about genres. I'm kidding, we'll never do that, go. Okay, so we do have bombs, so let's go ahead and buy some stuff for the bombs. A blast area is a nice thing to buy. What else can we do here? A little missile thing would be nice. We can't afford it. It's not good to not be able to afford things, as we all know. Okay. I like that we have so many, though. Like, a very good fire rate here. Ah, fuck, I don't know. I wish there was a better... Here, hold on. Let's check out the depth scanner. It's a medium-sized mine, but I don't know... Yeah, okay, good. I wish you could see more from the outside when you kind of connect to it, to the cave, so you can see where you already were, that, you know? This could be fruitful. Here we go. Alright, it's not that fruitful. I was hoping for another weapon or something. We do have this. Oh. Every 180 seconds, fighter produces a bomb. You can pick it up and carry it down the mine. Alright, that thing is kind of lame, but whatever. It doesn't really do much for me. I've used it before. Whatever. Bomb. Bomb, 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 bomb. Oh, I'm kind of glad that we bought that. So 350 damage, it seems like a lot of damage. So basically this bomb thing is for the cave. Once you go in the cave, you can suck the bomb out of your ship and carry it with you into the cave, or mine. I think they're calling it mine, so we'll call it mines. So you go down the mine and then you go as far as you can, drop the bomb. You drop the bomb on me, baby, and then boom! Blast force in your face. Yeah, man. Okay, let's go. All right, let's go back up. Oh, nice. I didn't realize that you could do that. Oh, that's cool. That's a much easier way to switch guns. Because before I was doing this and I had to go back and forth, but this is so much easier to just do it like that. Oh, that's lovely. That really is lovely. And I say that with as much... I say it with as much American accent as I can, because I was thinking the other day, it was 4th of July, and maybe this isn't the right time to bring this up, because it just seems like a stupid time to bring it up. But I was thinking about how I'll say it quickly, that the United States before 1776, I think it was 1776, right? That's when the United States became a nation, right? Before that, we were British. We were British, which is cool. Like, but why do they hate us? Seems like they don't like us very much. This is a... Alright, here comes the big... It should be... Oh, okay. He's coming soon then. So get ready for that. And now we know we've got this, so we could... The grenade's strong, by the way. It's not that strong, but it's pretty strong. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a much easier way to switch. Much easier. We've literally got 20 seconds. Okay, okay, alright, okay. Alright, big boss here. See, it's working now because there's not a bunch of enemies. There gets a point where there's so many enemies, it's very difficult to get rid of them all. Oh yeah, you know what we need to use more is our missiles. We need to use our missiles way more. We need way more missile usage. There we go. Alright, last run here. That was pretty good. We're gonna go up now. We're gonna try to move up now. We spent a lot of time going down, and then all of a sudden it was taking a really long time to find another one of these deals. So my thought was, okay, we'll just start going up then. And actually, now that I think about it, we should probably come down here first. Because I think we started this one here, and I don't think we ever... Yeah, I'm right. I'm right. Haha. I'm right. I'm right. Ha ha. I'm right. I'm right. Ah. It's a good song. I'm right. I'm right. Ah. That's what entertainment was like when we were kids. We were kids, things were never like really that interesting or funny, and so cartoons would have like songs like that. I'm right, ha ha ha. It just seemed like there was a lot of really bad entertainment for children. I don't know why. What happened? Yeah, you know what we need to do is we need to repair our ship, actually. Which we can do very easily, and we will. Again, last run here. Going for that last run. I'm hoping, but I'm not expecting to get past the next level, which is the boss coming in 19 minutes. So you see why I'm saying, like, it's basically a stream of this game at this point for us is about 2 runs, which is much better than it was before. Before we were doing multiple runs, but we weren't getting even past the first boss, so it was like really bad. And look, is there a lot of stuff I probably wasn't doing correctly? Most likely. The one thing I've said about this game from the beginning is that there's not much tutorial, if at all. So you really can maybe learn something by watching Pebble play this game. Which I'm happy to be. Like, if I could be a tutorial for someone, I'm very happy to be that. I'll be that. Okay. Let's go. Back to the ship. Let's see. Turret, finally. Okay, good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I will say this, the turret on this thing, on my spider, is much faster than it was. That feels real good. Oh, that's moving and grooving. Okay, we have to fix the ship. Let's fix the ship. Okay. Bomb replication speed. Where are we at with this cave? So here's that bomb I told you about. And we're just going to hold on to it. And we're going to go like this. Pretty good, huh? Excuse me. Sorry. Here we are. What do we got? We already have grenade. Now we have what? A weapon with a high spread. Oh, the shotgun. Okay. Shotgun's good. I'm looking for something, man. I'll tell you what I really need is a better missile. Dude, I need to use my missiles more as well. That's going to help us for in 16 minutes from now. We're going to run into that big octopus thing, and we're going to need to use as many missiles as we can. And if we can find any way to upgrade that so we can missile things better. We're going to start going up now. Everything's going to be up from here on out. Okay. We could use a bomb, but this is so fast that I don't even... We'll just do this. Schematics, lightweight shot, fire rate, and 10 pellets in every shot. Okay, okay, alright, okay. That seems like that will help us for the main page where we buy and re-up on things. So, turret replicator, nah, we don't need it. We'll just come over here. Good. Okay. So the turret replicator's there, that means we're here. And this looks like a big cave here. It's a small cave. Okay, I'm wrong at every step of the turn. Which is fine. And, yeah. Yeah. So this is actually a small cave, okay. Or is it mining? I don't know. It's a cave. It's a cave. You found schematics, shortened barrel, shots deal 10% more damage. Like that. Excuse me. So I think you'll notice, oh, wait a second, hold on. I need to sneeze one more time, I think. I don't. Okay, good. I think you'll notice that I left some stuff in the cave there. Hold on, hold on. Bomb thrower. That's right. I do have a bomb thrower. I should try to work on approximate trajectory. We don't need that. Gun rotation speed is good for that. The bomb we don't need to worry about. The turret replicator is interesting. Okay. Minus 20% cost is nice. Alright. Okay. Oh, and then the shotgun too. That's right. Geez, there's a lot of stuff to get here. A lot of stuff to buy. You know what I say? Bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye. Oh, we're gonna go up. We're going up. I'm coming up. I'll never let you go. Look how slow that is. That's really, really stupid. Just how slow that is so dumb. That's not even helpful. Like, that thing is just getting in the way. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. So you got the shotgun thing. Jesus Christ. Alright. Okay, it's this way. It's up here, it's up here. There we go. Alright, alright. Let's give ourselves a little repair here. A lot of repair, and then, alright, we gotta go back. Actually, the grenade would work best here. All right. As we say, folks, this is the end here. We're coming down. Not the end. I don't want to say it's the end, but we've still got a lot of time left here. But this is the final. Say it's the final run here. It's probably lasts a little bit longer, but I'd say like when we get to this next boss coming up here in about 8 minutes, we're gonna be fucked. I have no idea what this weapon even is, and I don't really care. It doesn't really matter, actually. It really doesn't. But let's see. I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually what it is. So we're saving our replicators for when we really need it, which is like in about 7 minutes. The goal is to have like 2 turrets. If we can have that big octopus thing come with all the other enemies that are going to be coming at us, if we can have 2 turrets doing their thing at the same time, and if we could somehow get lucky here within the next 7 minutes and get a drone would help us tremendously as well. Because if we can have something that's killing the enemies that are trying to get us, then we'll have enough room to shoot at the eyeballs of the big octopus thing. Because that's what I would say. It seems that's what it is to me. It's kind of an octopus of some kind. And in the game itself, that's the thing, is we don't know what it is. We're like, what is this thing? We just kill it. Good job, Van Pebble. You got back in time. Okay, that's where we need to be, right here. It's where we need to be. How it's gonna be. How's it gonna be? Does anybody know that song? When you don't know me, between me and me, I mean you and me. I remember when that band came out, everybody was like, what is this? This is great. There was a song, it was like, do 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 do. And it was just like, wow, it's so good. And it was basically about like drug addiction. He was like saying, I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. He was talking about himself, I think, is from what I've heard. That's what I heard. My girl told me. My girl told me. That's what she told me. She knew him. She was fucking him. What? Your girl was fucking him? Why? I don't know. She was my girl. Well, why was she your girl if she was fucking the lead singer from from Third Eye Blind? I don't know. She just was. It doesn't sound like you're very bright. I'm not bright. I'm not a smart guy at all. It doesn't sound like you are. I'm not. Well, okay. It's like 2010 movie comedy improv. Like every 2010 comedy movie is like, I just took a shit. Why are you telling me you took a shit? I just took a shit. It's really smelly. It's brown and it's gross. Why are you telling me this? Like, that was comedy in 2010. It was like somebody saying something gross and then somebody else going, why are you saying that? Like, that was their yes end. That was their, like, blueprint found. Combat capacitator. Level 2. Damage 50, discharge frequency. 30% cooldown. Not quite sure what that is. Capacitator? Okay. Fine. We don't know, but it's okay. How's it gonna be? You don't know me. How's it gonna be? And that group was huge, man. Third Eye Blind. That was the name of the group, Third Eye Blind. That was their big hit. Their big hit was Stick Back from That Ledge. That was a big one. The How's It Gonna Be was a good one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be honest with you. We haven't spent a lot of our coinage here. We can do some stuff here. Bullet spread, that's a good one. It's almost good to save it sometimes. Like, do a lot of saving it. Let's go. Okay, the ship is good now. And then, yeah, let's just save the rest of those bullets, I guess. Yeah, we don't want to spend that, really. Damage from every bullet, though. That's really good. That would give you 21. Yeah, do it. So that kind of smarted a little bit there. That hurt, for sure. We're 2 minutes from the big boss guy coming. We will repair the ship. We will repair the ship. A little bit. It looks like we can. There's a little bit there. That's good. We're at 100,000 like points. That's good too. Feel like. There we go. We got 2 minutes here. We've been here. We're gonna leave, I think. Or I guess we'll do this first. Got 1 minute and 37 seconds. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do... Okay. Grab this, and then here's how it goes. We got plenty of time here. So let's go, let's do, hold on. Let's take a look, let's take a look. It looks like this. So let's go build a turret here. And then build a turret here. This is crucial because the enemy is coming in 50 seconds. And here's our turrets. Then we've got a bunch of weapons we can mess around with. We've got this. We got the regular guns. And the goal is now, hopefully, boy, I wish we had that little, we don't though, that little drone would be great. This is it, guys. This is it right here. 37 seconds. And we're going to sit, we're going to fucking wait. We're going to wait for these fuckers. And then the goal, the big octopus thing comes. And the thing here we're hoping for is that these turrets do a lot of the work for us. The turrets will do a lot of work and will kill a lot of these things on the ground. And the things right in front of our face. And then we can just focus on the big boss. As he's coming. And here he comes. And now we can just focus on hitting all those eyes up there. Because lots of enemies are going to be coming. Oops, that hurts. Okay, let's use some missiles. Don't forget your missiles. You have missiles. Yep, we don't have any way to repair the ship. We are fucked. And that's okay. It is what it is. We did our best here. And there it is, folks. A very, very difficult game. Very hard game. One of the hardest games I've ever played. We're just going to keep leveling up. Zaps the enemies with bursts of electricity. That seems to work pretty well. You got the depth scanner, allows you to scan the size of mine. What else we got here? None of this stuff matters to me. Yep. So anyway, what's my take on it? Well, I'll tell you. I feel good about it. I will tell you about basically how I feel about this game. I love it. I think it's a great game. I think what I want to explain to people what my concept, my perception is of these streams. This particular game, these particular streams of Wall World. Now, here's what I think. I realized realistically, okay, that some people could watch that and go, dude, you're not even getting past that first part. I get it, but to me, that's a reality. This game is a fucking grind. It's very difficult, and I don't know if I'm missing something but I'm just gonna keep playing it every week. Because I do think it's a good game, and who knows, maybe in 3 years, I don't know how long it's gonna take, but you know, I like games that take a lot to beat, to complete, to beat. And look, we are getting better. We are improving. Our upgrades are improving. Like, I don't have to sell myself, but I feel like I owe it to you a little bit to sell this game to people. Because it's like, you might look at it and go, on the outside, you're going like, buddy, where's the improvement? But I'm telling you, there is improvement. This game is just that hard. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the stream today. Here's what I'd like to do now. Advertise my stuff. I have a Twitter account. My name is Van Pebble. We basically talk about popcorn movies, Lakers, and a whole lot of war. Everything about war and killing. No, there's just like, honestly, that's not true. The only thing we talk about is basketball, sports, all sports, fun things, popcorn movies, you know, just fun. We're here to have fun. It's a lot like most of our social media. Our social media is all pretty much the same. I'll be honest with you. When I first got Twitter, I was so excited. I was cursing. I was calling everybody a cunt. And then eventually I got canceled. I got banned because I called some girl a cunt. And it took me like 2 years to get it back. Because it was my fault. I didn't have a phone at the time. And so, like, a lot of it is dependent on, like, having a phone number to be able to have a Twitter account. So then when we finally got a phone, we went with a new company, and it was like, okay, now we have, and then now we have a good Twitter, and now we've changed. We're a much more peaceful. I have a filter on my brain, and I'm very careful about what I say. So that's Twitter. You can donate money to Van Pebble by donating money at Thomas Palvino on PayPal. And ladies and gentlemen, my YouTube is what I'm very, very proud of. We have 353 videos. It's about to be 354. We have 40 subscribers. Now listen, that's a big deal. We had 38 subscribers. Now, I met a guy at the site I was working as security, and we were talking about video games. He was a really cool guy. He had a jacket on, and I thought it was like a race jacket. So I asked him if he watched F1, the movie, and he goes, no, this is a Mario Brothers. He had this jacket that was a Mario Kart jacket. It was really cool, like racing jacket, really nice jacket, really nicer guy. And so I think, you know, you meet people, tell them that, you know, I told them I was a gamer. What's your name? I told him Van Pebble. And so who knows if that was one of the guys that became the new subscriber, but that's how we're trying to do it. So please, if this advertisement is for anybody, it's for the person that doesn't know about me. Obviously, if you know about me, you don't need this advertisement. That's why I try to make them quick. And most people are gone anyway. There's not a lot of people watching this part. But if you are, you're like, well, what does he have to say? That's it. I just want to tell people, follow my stuff. And YouTube is a great channel. We're going to do a great channel. And we're constantly putting things up all the time. And we also have 353 videos, 40 subscribers. Nice number, 40. Van Pebble on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's it. That was a fun stream. We got to figure out what we're going to do next. That's what I don't know. It's not hard. I have a bunch of stuff written down, and and I think our idea, I think what we're going to do next, ladies and gentlemen, is really going to surprise a lot of people. If you're watching this stream right now, there's a game called Euro Truck Simulate. What is it called, actually? What is the actual name of that game? The game is called Euro Truck Simulator 2, and I've never played it before. I have not even gotten, I've done nothing with it. The only thing I've done is I've gone to the settings, I've made sure that I can like play it. It didn't seem to be overheating my computer. Excuse me, I did the settings good. I got the volume, I think, where I want it to be. That's always... And then I'm ready to basically just go in and play. And now I was going to play the game Euro Truck Simulator 2 last night off stream, but I just got tired and I ended up just going to bed. So we're just going to play it for the first time here. And we'll probably do a tutorial. And so it'll probably, most likely it's going to be a pretty long stream. So get ready for that. Belt in for that. Get your seatbelt from your truck and belt in. And ladies and gentlemen, that's it. The music has stopped. And I'm oddly still talking. So why don't we get the hell out of here? Come see us. If you're watching us live, come back. I'm gonna be coming back in about an hour. I want to eat some food, kind of feel like a human being for a minute, because I'm still like in like a weird, like I literally like worked for 3 days, went to sleep, woke up, and here we are. It's like, okay, well, I'd like to do some stuff. So I'm gonna kind of like get a couple snacks. Maybe I'll do some dishes. Look at that. Gross, right? Get some dishes, clean the dishes. We don't want to be Asmongold. In that way, we don't. Asmongold, there's many ways you want to be Asmongold. That's not one of the ways. That's not it. He's not an influence on clean houses. That's for damn sure. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you. And I hope you're handling the sun good. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.